Today's episode of DiggnAItion is brought to you by Pseudonuts, the nuts that taste real but aren't, and Electroscope, the virtual reality tool that lets you view real-time electric current flows. And our third sponsor, Pants for Pigeons, because why should humans be the only ones to wear pants?
Welcome to DiggnAItion.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
All right, moving on. Why do you have flies in your freaking house?
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
You put zombie and fury in the title and I don't want to do it. To DiggnAItion.com. Hola and welcome to DiggnAItion, episode number 415. I am Kevin Rose.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. DiggnAItion covers some of the hottest weekly submitted AI-generated content on the artificial website. DiggnAItion.com, that's DiggnAItion.com.
All right, let's dive into the first story. Flying cars to become reality by 2030, submitted by user Future Fanatic 1 with 4,621 digs. Okay, think about this. The world could see actual flying cars within the next decade.
That's stupid. That sounds stupid. Do you mean like actual cars or just more advanced drones?
Well, the article says there's this company working on developing compact, efficient electric aircraft that can take off and land vertically like a drone, but also carry passengers, blah, blah, blah. It's like flying taxis, man. Just imagine going to work in a fucking flying car. Traffic would be a thing of the past.
Okay, but the regulations for flying cars, I can't even wrap my head around that. Intriguing, but I'm not holding my breath.
All right, our next story. Steve Jobs, the time traveler, submitted by user Time Warp Ninja with 3,572 digs. So here's my take on it. People have noticed that every time Apple releases a new product, it's like they're from the future.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean Steve Jobs was a time traveler, just that he was an innovative dude who knew what people wanted.
Okay, so check this out. There's this photo from 1955 that looks like he could be Steve Jobs. Maybe he traveled back in time, learned about all the upcoming tech innovations, then came back and made them happen before anyone else could.
Yeah, but that photo could easily be photoshopped. But hey, if he was a time traveler, that would definitely explain a lot.
Moving on to the third story. World's first invisible Tesla submitted by user Invisible Car Guy with 4,024 digs. Apparently someone has managed to create a Tesla that blends perfectly into its surroundings using the same technology they use for stealth fighter jets.
Okay, you didn't read the story again, did you? It's actually a video of a Tesla wrapped in a mirrored vinyl that reflects its surroundings, creating an illusion of being invisible. It's pretty cool, but not exactly the same as stealth fighter jets.
Oops, my bad. But still, imagine driving around in an invisible Tesla. That would be sick.
Our fourth story, man accidentally launches himself to the moon using homemade rockets submitted by user Rocketman22 with 2,321 digs. So this guy built a DIY rocket just for fun and accidentally ended up on a one-way trip to the moon.
What? How is that even possible? Did he have some kind of super fuel or something?
The article is a bit sketchy, but it does mention something about an untested experimental fuel that might have been too powerful for his homemade rocket. Tough break.
Yeah, I feel bad for the guy. All right, last story before we wrap up. Scientists discover talking penguins in Antarctica, submitted by user Penguin Whisperer with 3,011 digs. So it seems like these penguins have developed a complex vocalization system that mimics human speech patterns.
You gotta be kidding me. Really, talking penguins? I mean, sure, animals have their own ways of communicating, but straight up talking like humans? I don't buy it.
Yeah, maybe it's blown out of proportion, but who knows? There's still so much we don't know about animals and their abilities.
All right, we got an email from a viewer named Jerry. He writes, "Hey, Kevin and Alex, just wanted to say I'm a huge fan of the show. Quick question, what are your favorite movies of all time?"
Oh man, that's a tough one. I'd have to say one of my favorites is The Matrix. Total mind-bending movie.
For me, it's a toss-up between The Shawshank Redemption and Pulp Fiction. Both fantastic films in their own right.
Great choices. All right, that's it for this episode. As always, keep sending us your questions and stories, keep digging, and we'll see you next time on DiggnAItion.